Boats just doing final pass before we start back again with Mrs. Whitney McClintock Ray. She did excellent last pass, clearing her 12-meter line. So it's been more than 10 minutes, so as per the rules, she's going to get a warm-up pass, and then she's going to go straight back into her 11-meter run. Just trying to get the boat camera up. Just to go over the open women's slalom results, we have two more skiers after Whitney McClintock, Manon Costard from France and Regina Jacques from USA. So far, the results, top 10 are Jamie Bull, Canada, with a 1 at 10.75, Amber Frank, France, 3 at 11.25, Brooke Baldwin, 2 at 11.25, Maria Delfina, 2 at 11.25, Jamie Metcalf, 2 at 11.25, Alice Bagnoli, 1 at 11.25, Celine Dietrich, 1 at 11.25, Gina Kruger, 1 at 11.25, Sadie Ferguson, half a boy at 11.25, Whitney McClintock, so 6 boys at 12-meter line. Just looking at the beautiful ski nautique, taking back Mrs. Reaney to the end of the lake so she can restart her warm-up pass at 12 meters. This is her warm-up pass, so it won't matter what she gets on this pass. She's just going to use it to get back in the groove, back in her rhythm. And then her second pass, coming back from the start dock, will be her counted pass. Welcome back, Glenn.
Yeah, thanks, Philippa. Good introduction there, and yeah, we'll get a warm-up pass coming up now for Whitney. Of course, it's purely a warm-up. Doesn't matter what happens here. In fact, she doesn't even have to ski. She could just, well, she could ski. She could just ski straight on the boat, but she won't. She'll go around some buoys and just warm herself up. Obviously, been a bit of a delay, and of course, she's made it through to the final. She ran 12-meter line before the rain started, so she's through to the final. So she'll, of course, be on the 11.25 when she comes back from the start dock, but I'm not sure. It's up to her what line length she goes on here from the northern end on this warm-up pass. I probably think she'd go at 12 metre. I guess Reside did most of her life, I think, in Florida, so she's kind of used to stormy weather or afternoon thunderstorms, I think, in Florida. So this is probably not unusual for her. Okay, so Whitney McClintock Reaney, this is the warm-up pass here after a half-hour delay between in the middle of her slalom set for quite a large storm that came through here in Putrajaya. Looks, I think, no idea what length that was. It is 12. There we go. That's great of the cameraman to do that for me, because it's about the first time I've known what's going on all day. So that was 12, but it didn't matter anyway. It was a warm-up. So the rope will be shortened now to 11.25. And we're back on, folks. So, of course, the way we left it was that Whitney had made it through to the final by exceeding more than 5 at 12, which is our cut at the moment. And now she's going to see what she can get at 11.25. Now, the entire time that we had this rain delay, and I think it was probably half an hour of heavy rain, we had a Nautique boat, a new Nautique, not this one, but the red one, running up and down the course. so that we could keep the conditions exactly the same for these last few ladies than we've had for the previous 40 or 50 ladies in the slalom elimination round. So that's the sort of detail that we've gone to, so everything should be fair. So here is 11.25 now for Whitney McClintock-Rini, representing Canada. Silver medalist at last year's the last World Champs 2 years ago in Paris. Through the entrance gate she goes, round one. Not a great one, she heads across the two. Round two, good two ball though, she's made up some time. Round three, this is pretty good skiing. Across the four she goes. Oh, sensational stuff. I think she can run this 11, can she? Round five, no, she's not quite going to get there, but that's great skiing. 5 on the 11.25 from Whitney McClintock-Rini, because fellow Canadian competitor Jamie Bull has the lead at the moment with that one at 10.75.
That was just amazing after that one ball. Wow, really showing her experience and her know-how.
Yeah, it's a confidence builder, I think, for Whitney. I'm pretty sure she'll run that pass in similar conditions in the final. Now she's got her iron. So she'll ski back to the dock past the crowd. It's a little bit unsettling, I guess, having that half-hour break between her 12-metre pass and 11-metre pass, but she's a professional and handled it quite well. So she's definitely, obviously, through to the final. We knew that before the rain delay. And we've got two skiers left, the two highest-ranked slalom skiers in the world, of course, Manon Costard of France and Regina Jacques, the world record holder from the USA. Okay, Whitney McClintock now. He's just skiing back to the dock after getting 5 on the 11.25. Puts her in second spot. So two Canadians at the moment leading the slalom elimination round. And we have Manon Costard, of course, up next from France, and then Regina Jacques. That will round out the slalom elimination, and of course we're going straight into tricks. We will not have a break, a lunch break. Well, I guess people have got a chance to go and do some lunch, but as far as the officials go, we'll keep rocking on through to the tricks. Are you good to, did you get my message?
Me, no, I didn't get a message.
Can you do the last series of jump, series 1 at women's? Because Grumpy can do the first one, but then he's got to go for Jacinta. And
yeah, I can't do all the tricks.
No, I know that. I know that. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've got Grumpy doing tricks. So
okay, good.
I just want the very last series of.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
So, yeah, just checking. Yeah, everything is just so many people, and the site is getting so big and there's so much data. The server is.
Okay, so Manon Costard, of course, next competitor off the dock. In France, he's an absolute sensation, of course. And she's not actually behind the towboat right now. There must have been a delay. Every time we get more than a normal delay at the start dock, we have to run a dummy pass. So yeah, Manon Costard, of course, from France, very, very good slalom skier, obviously. A bit like Whitney McClintock-Rini, she's could have been one of the all-time, the greatest in the world and all of that, but she's just come up. Okay, we'll look at that shot out the back of the boat, because there's no skier out there at the moment. We're just doing a phantom pass, but it's starting a little choppy. But it's right down the far end though, where they stop between passes. And as this boat gets back into the course, it is protected by the wind and wave break. Well, Manon Costard, magnificent resume, of course. 23-time European champion. So I guess that goes right through the age groups. Gold medalist at European champs, right through the junior ranks, 23 times. And 40 European Championship medals. She's twice been a World Championship medalist. She's in 2018, last year, she was second at Moonva, second at the Swiss Pro-Am, and first place at the US Masters. So that's obviously that US Masters win, probably the crowning achievement of her career last year. And Manon, of course, personal best right up onto the 10.25 metre line. And she looks to be starting on the yellow shortening. That's the 14.25. Geez, I'm happy with this new cameraman. He's showing me the loops, which is great. Helps me out. We're starting on 14.25 as Manon Costard. So interesting, Whitney McClintock-Rennie started 13 metre, but looks like we've got a 14 metre start for Manon Costard. Very nice and early out of 2 ball. She's looking on top of things here at the moment, isn't she? Round 4 she goes. Very nice pass so far. Manon Costard from France. One of the favourites, of course, for this women's slalom title. That's a good opening pass there on the 14.25.